Start the recordings. Greetings everyone and welcome to our newest playthrough, What Remains of Edith Finch, a game that I think not a lot of people have played. So we are going to play this game today. Hopefully you all have a wonderful time here. Don't forget to do YouTube that, of like, comment, subscribe, and let's play What Remains of Edith Finch. A game that I feel like not a lot of people have played. So we are going to play the game today. Hopefully a full playthrough.
This isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning.
So it's going to be very nice. Okay. And I also just remember how to play the game, so good in the hood. I can see me leg. I can see me legs.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
And also what I said from the beginning, I think that a lot of people haven't played this game and we haven't experienced.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
A lot of people, in my opinion, haven't played the game because I feel it's quite a shame.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought
There's two ways here you can go,
to bring me back.
and there's a trophy for it. I have 100% this game twice, and not twice, I 100%ed it 3 times over. I did it once for PS4, no platinum, once for PS5, which is the version we are playing right now. It has a platinum, and once on
No one has
Xbox,
driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoofprints.
Xbox One, which I 100% did him instead. And this game is not long, it's like an max, I would say, 2-hour game. You can get the platinum within like an hour and 18 minutes. It really doesn't take much to get the platinum. And again, it's a short game. I would say max 2 hours maybe.
Even after I inherited the house, I
So
never thought I'd come back to it.
I just want to play this game. I'm recording
But
this
now
for the
I
YouTube
practice
side, so
what
this is
my
a
family
YouTube
found the
exclusive for
house
you.
and the answers to.
If you saw my previous uploads for Prey, I want to play some game that I want to play right now. Prey wasn't.
The house was exactly like I
I'm not gonna talk while
the way
he's
I've been
talking.
dreaming about it.
Prey wasn't that good to me, or I was just bad at the game.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
So we are going to
Now,
play a game that I
as
like.
a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
She was afraid of the house, and this is really an amazing story. There's like 7 peepholes you can look through.
The house felt like it had always been here.
You just have to
Even
peek
the
through
swings
them
that
and
were older
hear
than my mother.
Edith Finch speak. Once she's spoken, you can just go out. Now, I don't think I can get every single hole because I'm gonna try. But I'm also gonna get the game on Steam sometimes. But why not we're just playing on the
Crawling
PlayStation
through the
5?
doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
It's actually quite funny that the game on
The
PS5
first time
has a
in
platinum,
years,
but not on PlayStation 4. It's just 100%.
I felt like I was home.
You know, just like Resident Evil 4. The original Resident Evil 4 is also 100%.
Nothing
No
in the
platinum.
house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
That's true. I would say the house really.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
It's gonna take a quick peek inside all the rooms, which has every single relative here.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay. One more people. Go through one here. And cheers, everyone.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
I need to remember I'm recording this for the YouTube, but I'm not streaming this game right now, so
My grandpa Sam spent 7 years
I just have to
sharing a
remember
room
that.
with his dead
Try to
brother,
speak a little bit more.
Calvin.
Oh, I think I cut off, but once you just go there, it's fine. This house is just beautiful. Okay, we have to go that way. Let's go and peep inside this last hole.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being
And we
friends
also,
with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
the more we play the game, we're going to see the stories of every single Finch that's been living in the house.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up. Louis told me there were secret passages, but I never
This was
believed
the key
him.
that we got. Yep.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Look at that. That's just fancy.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay. Go inside. And again, you might, for you YouTube audience, you might
Reading
want.
this,
Oh,
maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
you might wonder why I'm not
But I had
streaming
no
it, but
idea
again,
what
it's
was
like
behind that door.
max 2 hours, and I want to do something off stream.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Alright, we're gonna get the first Finch story. Molly.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
See what we can find to eat for you, Molly.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
And there's actually a pretty good game theory on this game, what meant to be in Finch by MadPad. It's actually a pretty cool theory. You should check it out
I ate a lot of things that
if you're interested. But I would really say get this game. It is an amazing game. It has,
I kept eating and eating.
you know, mystery to it. So you really shouldn't be hesitating.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
I get this game.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly,
Wait,
I was a cat.
I was the biggest of the cats. Whoopla.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Gonna jump, just follow the path. Not hard. Yips.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
They were too busy doing their own stuff. Down, right there, right there. I will also try to explain the trophies you can get in the game, if I remember them. Follow the pretty bird. Whee!
I jumped and I almost got her.
Almost got her. It wasn't fast enough though. Whoopla.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Gonna climb the big tree.
Now I was up in the big tree.
Oh no.
I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it
There we go.
anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Gonna find the sweet spot for this game. Okay, and
gobbled her
yep.
And suddenly, I was an owl.
I was an owl.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little
Right.
teeth nibbling.
Once we have the owl, we can hunt rabbits. You have to get the rabbits in one swoop twice. Just see if we can find any rabbits.
Rabbits.
Well. That one. First try, you have to do that 2 times over. And you have to do it in one,
Imagine
you know,
his face
swoop.
looking up
You have to do it
and
like in one
seeing
swoop
light
to
through
get
my
it.
talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
So,
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
okay, we're gonna find a mama rat. See if we can find a mama rat. Rabbit.
A mama rabbit.
That's a yes. Gonna swoop in. And if you did it correct,
She
then
was
you have
almost too
another
big to
trophy for you.
carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
That was a great white shark. Gonna get down to the water. Opla, opla, opla. Whee!
jumped off a cliff and into the ocean.
Into the ocean.
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Gonna catch this seal. Just like man eater, you know.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper and it tasted really good.
Okay, see if we can find the seal. Where it's hiding. Oh. I got lucky right there.
I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
Alright.
When I opened my eyes, everything
And now we are a
changed.
monster. You're gonna control the little tail here. And we're also coming up on
Now
another
I was a
trophy.
monster, and I smelled people
Trophy
like
achievement, whatever you call it. Slime our way through. Let's keep going. Keep on rocking, keep on rolling. Whoop. Gonna press R2 to swoop in.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Okay, we're just gonna yeet this man. Okay. Gonna move our way up. Oh. Gonna move our way up here.
I wanted to stop, but also
Get
I
in
didn't.
here, right in front of us. Alright. In here we have somebody that's gonna sing. You can see the text just above here. You can see the text just above. To get another trophy, you have to let him finish talking. Not talking, but let him finish singing. So just listen to him until he is done singing. Then you're gonna get another trophy. Now, I already have it, so we can just move on. But you have to let him finish his song. Okay, we're gonna get in here. And we're gonna yeet the captain.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
So just remember to let the passenger
Something
finish his
had
song.
to
This you
happen,
just have to
so I
stand there
slammed
and
towards
listen to him sing. And then once he's done, you're gonna pop the trophy and achievement. And we're gonna get our way in.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. We don't need to press R2 here. Just gonna follow along. I'm actually curious to see how far I can get in this game before, you know, I have to stop. But let's see. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna go back into Molly's room under the
I got
bed.
closer and closer.
Just keep going. You're gonna go to the light under the bed.
All of my stomach started growling.
And just wait here until Molly starts speaking again.
That was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not
Okay,
going
and Molly's
to
story
wait
is going
much
to
longer.
end
It
here
needs
in a
to
moment.
be, and we both know I will be delicious.
Okay, that's one story done. We're gonna write that in our little book. Molly.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would
Then we're gonna
have.
close the book again. I'm gonna move on to the next Finch. Make sure they don't fall.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Alright, I'm gonna go in here.
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
Then we're gonna get another
It
story.
was like a museum.
And the good thing
For
about
500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway
for
their
this the
fortune
PS5 controller,
and
it actually has
misfortune.
the haptic feedback. So when you pull R2, you can feel the
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His
joy
wife
back.
Ingeborg
you know.
and their new
The haptic feedbacks are great
Johan.
for certain games. Just keep
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave
But if you
the
don't
others
care about
behind.
the R2, just press R1. There you go.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
That is if you don't care about the haptic feedback.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband
So-
Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
Maybe I should actually forward it a little bit. There you go.
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of the Finch
On the fly
house.
hitting. And that's it. Another Finch in the book.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Close the book. One more story done. Let's keep going.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she
Killed
could
by
also
a
have
dog
said he
hunter.
was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Right.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Now this carpet, man. Let's look at this carpet. It's all pink and it's gonna get mushy.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay, we're gonna unlock the book so we can get into another room. There's a secret in the bathroom. Yeah, indeed there is. Take chains off. Open up the book.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Gonna pull one to the left.
It's in the last place you would look.
Pull down.
It isn't in the cupboard.
Up.
It's hidden in this
There you go.
book.
Isn't that just fancy? Fancy way to hide some stuff around here. Okay. That's the room. So it goes down automatically.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
You don't have to think about, crouching. He's gonna do it automatically. Saving up.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin,
Okay.
and that he never talked about him.
Command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Gonna press here. Get in him. This is also gonna be the one that we're going to replay.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Alright. To do this, you have to use both the analog sticks, back forth.
My brother
I
said
don't know
he
what it is
died
on
before he
PC,
even
but
learned.
on Xbox and
And
PS4,
he
and PS5, you have to use the
At Barbara's funeral, we
analog
swore
sticks.
we'd never be afraid again.
Okay, keep going
And he
back.
wasn't.
Gonna get a good swing in.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Oh, I'm gonna make him fly, don't worry. Like I said, once we finish the game,
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Alright.
I told him going around was
still
impossible.
talking.
Maybe if I hadn't said that. Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Ah, almost. One more
I
good
think
swing.
He'd already made up his mind.
Aye,
That's what
almost
I
got
want
it.
to remember about my brother.
Come on. This is gonna be the one, right? Yep, there we go. Alright.
The day
I
he made
believe I
his
can
mind
fly.
And he did.
Okay. This is also going to be the story we're going to replay. Once you have beaten the game, you need to replay a story to get another trophy. And just replay this one. It's going to get another trophy.
Calvin's story felt strangely
Called
familiar.
Loopy Loop.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Wow. Just caught off one of the
Mom
half.
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
Alright, damn. Okay, we're going to move the book to the left. Boom, 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 boom. open up the book. I'm gonna pull up to reveal a little secret. Believe it or not, there's actually a little secret in here. Okay.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller
We're gonna
hands and
unlock
bellies.
this for future. And then we're going to play another story. I actually like this one a lot. I think this might be my favorite of all the stories.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child
Oh yeah,
star.
Barbara's story. I actually like the story. I think, like I said, this is the best story of them all, in my opinion.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death,
You're going to
I'm
figure out
surprised
why.
Edie saved this one.
Let me just... Let me tell you.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a
Okay.
child star, Barbara was famous for her scream.
Oh, that's a screaming.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
Has been.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
God damn.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Ugh,
Her biggest fan,
you just need the right motivation.
Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
Oh, sure.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be
Oh,
rushed to
into
the
a table saw.
emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Yeah, that's gonna make her mad.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror.
You're not saying that.
What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right!
You're right.
Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding
And
and
winding.
winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him. Right on cue.
Right on cue. On the money.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key,
I'm doing this. I'm controlling her right now.
but the house was silent.
Okay, open up. And now the Halloween theme kicks in. This is one of the reasons why I like this.
Found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Can I use it as a weapon? Another trophy is to get everything off here. So the soda cans, the pool set right here. It has to go off the table. So. Just gonna show you. If I can hit it. That is. Also this wood. Get us off. Get off. Come now. Gonna go hopla. Okay. Just gonna remove this. There you go. Everything's off the table. Trophy popped.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh boy.
Rattled and grew still.
Oh bam! Just gonna backhand him.
Rick?
Rick!
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick.
I mean,
I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now
Acting
is
furious.
hurt
What?
and
Are you kidding?
confused and
Just slammed the
She
door.
threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara!
Barbara.
Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay,
Alright, I'm coming.
this is a trick. You're dead, Walter.
Okay, we're gonna go up to us. Crock in hand. Let's go. And the music kicks in again. Love it. We're gonna go upstairs. Don't mind that. Hey, that's me close. Alright. Gonna go to the room.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished.
He's gone.
His radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was
Speechless.
He was quite smashing.
Lock the door. Now we need to find another way around.
He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
Okay. I'm gonna go behind him. Ooh, fancy, smancy. Let's go.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years.
Okay, we're gonna go behind him and we're gonna give him the 1-2 punch. Bam!
He wasn't
Aha!
moving, but she sensed the story might not be over.
Let us just see if he is actually dead. Gonna check him in like a weird horror movie. Oh no,
The hookman had vanished.
he's gone.
She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ding dong. All she heard was the door. And
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
Surprise!
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were.
All type of
and
monsters.
She realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was
He was magnificent.
Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick,
Of course.
who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story.
For another time.
Tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ha ha ha. You say so. Okay. Another
Edie
Another
told me
story
all
in the
Barbara wanted
house.
was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what
Okay.
Edie saw was a happy ending.
Now Barbara's door is locked, so we have to get out for the little way we unlocked. Gonna go in here.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Now we have to go down into the storage room where we're just putting as Barbara. And even look, you can even see that the story is true. So we're gonna go down to the music box so we can get the key to open the basement. Get to the music box, spin it around. Keep spinning it around. There you go. That's actually really cool how to hide a key. That's pretty goddamn cool if you ask me. I might use that trick. There's the pool table. The laundry and everything. We even got the buzz saw, table saw.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Now we have to go over to the fridge.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Open it up.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Yes, he was hiding somebody. Or somebody was hiding from what gruesome thing he saw that night.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Yeah, he was hiding himself in the
There's a
bunker.
pattern in all these stories. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Walter, 1952 to 2005.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
He's been hiding in the bunker for 30 years. Could you imagine
On
that?
that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Okay. Hold R2. Keep screwing.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Yeah. Settle into the routine.
Having a schedule, living for today.
Oh my god,
I always
was he
expected
eating
to be dead
mushrooms?
tomorrow.
Jesus Christ. 1976.
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Okay, we're gonna open another can of pizzas, it looks like.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Okay. Open up another peach. Down with it goes.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
Yeah, it just stopped.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone.
2005.
Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Gonna pop another one. Whoop. Down with it.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Time to get out.
I'm done waiting.
Oh look, the stretcher the
I
Barbara
have
used.
to leave. Well, I still can.
Okay, time to get out of here.
I know it's out there somewhere.
It is out there somewhere.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
Gonna use the sledgehammer.
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Damn straight, that's a man
I'm
without
going to
fear.
appreciate all of it, especially the food.
He's waiting for it.
I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week.
A single week.
I'd be happy with one more day.
Embrace
I can already
it.
imagine the sun on my face.
Another story in the books.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Maybe it was a family secret.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Okay, gonna go the same way the water went. Keep. Okay.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
All the way down. Gonna go out the
But
same
if
place
she
that he
never
used to
told
shoot
me
us.
about an
Hammer.
uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
He was.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Okay, gonna follow in Walter's footprints.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2,
Keep
I
going.
thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else.
It is really tragic.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem.
I think it's really.
Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
All the stories from all the Finches in this house is it's really sad. It's one of the reasons why I really do like this game a lot. I like the storytelling.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You can say, yeah, it's an easy game. You know, you just go around for like 2 hours. But I really like all the different stories of all the Finches, how they met their end,
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
and just everything. This game is so
But I
atmospheric.
thought you should know about your family.
I just love it. I felt
And the history you're a part of.
this was one of the games that
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
when I saw somebody recommend this game for like an easy platinum, I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna get an easy platinum, you know.
I think the people in these stories believed them. For what that's worth.
You know, like bada bing, bada boom, there you go, platinum. But I really enjoy this game. I stayed with this game for like so long, dude. I like this game so a lot. There's like really
And when you look at the house,
one good reason to like
that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
let us finish talking. That's how the game looks also. The atmosphere, everything about this game is
I
just
think we've been surrounded by death for so long,
It's
we've
just great.
gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
she's right. That would be really hard to finish the cemetery first, like before the house.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Oh, the pet cemetery?
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
I think it's another people. I don't think it affected the trophy, but oh, okay, it doesn't say anything. First of all, we're gonna go up here.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Keep going.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
I'm gonna look through this. Zoom in.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Circle. Let's go out. Do a 180. Now we're gonna go to the left side instead of the right.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Yeah. God, it's so good.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Just look at all this. Dude, just... You really...
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday. And find everything out for myself.
Gonna climb up here. You really have to feel for the Finches. Like, you have to feel for them. I feel like terrible for the Finches. For what happened to them. And, you know, everyone. Dying.
But looking back on it now.
Dying so young. So random.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
I don't think being 22 weeks pregnant is not the most safest things to do. But you know, live a little. If you're like 22 weeks old, 22 weeks pregnant, don't do all this acrobatic stuff, okay? Just take care of yourself, alright?
Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Gonna open up to another fence.
They were both pretty intense.
The bear. Gonna see Sam's entry. You'd like to take a photograph? Okay, upcoming trophy.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These
Get a good
memories
picture?
are gonna last perfect.
Alright, now I have to get a picture of a squirrel.
It's
Gonna be right here,
rain
to
the
the
whole
right.
weekend, isn't it?
Continue to the right, right here. See the sign right here? Right there.
Please just take the damn picture.
Once you take that picture, you
Hey.
get a trophy.
Language.
Now
I
film.
will never forget this weekend.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Up.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn.
All the
You
way
need to remember
to
this stuff.
right.
If you want to survive.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Take a shot of her. Waiting up the gun.
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Take the deer.
Great shot, Dawn!
Okay, now we take a picture of him.
I'm proud of you, Dawn.
Gonna get up to
Always
the deer.
remember that, okay?
Keep going around.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
silly.
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Dad!
And that is how he met his end. The deer wasn't dead, and he got his revenge.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Okay.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Amen. Okay, got a little hole here. Now we're gonna go into another room. If I've forgotten one of the peepholes to look through, I'm sorry.
After
But-
Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close.
Just look at all this
They
house,
both
dude.
lost a lot.
So many hidden passages to get into other rooms. Alright, we're gonna get into the baby room. Just gonna take this. And we are about to meet another trophy.
Dear Kay,
Alright.
do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
To get another trophy, we have to take. You see, it says DREGO. Okay, we're gonna get Victoria. Go over the frog. Go over the frog. We're gonna take down all of the signs. Okay, hold R2, jump up. make sure you touch the sign. There you go. 1, 2, we're gonna do. Don't worry about this. You will still have a chance to get all the letters down. Don't worry.
Hold on, sweetie.
Okay, I'm pressing R2 to jump.
Hello?
Up, oh. Up, down.
I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Okay, 2 more. Okay. 1 more. There you go. All the letters are down, and now you pop your trophy. Okay. All the dogs are now collected.
You reminded me so much of Cal.
Go in the middle so you can jump higher. Hold down and opla.
Lost in his imagination. Whatever it
Now we're gonna
was
get
he
the big
saw,
one. Hold in the middle. Opla.
It sure made him happy.
There you go. Flip him over. Get the soup.
I know how silly it sounds.
No, soap. Actually. Jump on top of him. Big jump.
But I worried about a baby being too happy.
Aw.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Alright.
Maybe if I hadn't called that.
Now we're stuck inside him.
Damn it.
Top of him.
Hold on.
Opla.
I wish you could have told us.
And now we are gonna make water. Now it doesn't matter if you jump high anymore. But the bathtub is gonna fill up with water.
There's so much I don't understand.
Okay. Hold, press R2, move forward.
About everything.
We're just gonna follow this tiny little man in the bathtub.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Okay. We're gonna do the little plop. Singing! But that's essentially how,
He'd want you.
unfortunately, he died. He died in the bathtub.
Good
Drowning.
luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I think this is the most sad story of them all. Like a baby just drowned. Like, damn, dude. That's some cold stuff right there. He only got 1 year. God damn, dude. Okay.
I can't imagine my
Next
mom
story?
writing poetry and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother
Okay, you
said
control it
in
with
teenage
both the left
disregard
and the right.
that he'd be dead before he'd
We're
see
going to
a
collect
wedding
all the
ring.
letters here. There's no trophies here. Just play the story. Just get all the letters.
My father made him
Okay.
come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Okay, one side done. Continue, continue, continue.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
Okay. Gonna go over here to the left. Gonna collect the words right here. There we go.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, he's flipping the bird. Oh, Sonny boy. That would not have gone nowadays. Right perfect in the middle. Almost.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay. Gonna collect the words down here to the right side.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Okay, now I gotta get into the tent. I think. Oh, okay, hold on. Ah, I see. The middle first.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, make the music
Just go
louder.
around in circles until you can move. Okay. Get inside here. And now the cutscene's gonna take over. You don't have to do anything here. So just let it play out.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone. Just you, the wind, the sea, and foam.
Oh.
But I didn't. Until we found you.
Yeah.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. One more Finch in the storybooks. Now we're gonna continue up. Up, up, and away. There we go.
My mom moved up.
I always have a hard time with grabbing those things. I don't know, for some reason.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Keep jumping. Keep jumping. Okay. Oh, look at this.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Alright, I'm gonna go up, up, and away.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Yeah, I'm sure as well.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Okay, there's a classroom where she was
And for a
teaching
while,
English.
Things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last.
Oh.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Alright, look for the people. There's another one for the collection.
After Milton
Let us speak.
disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Once he's done speaking, just pull out. Let's go inside. We're gonna go up, 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 and away. It's gonna take us straight up. And here is Milton. And his story is a little panther. Just look how this is made, dude.
Milton Finch in
Gonna
the magic paintbrush.
hold it and then hold R2 and just to right. You see, like a comic book. Not a comic book, but like old school cartoon animations. I love this, dude. I just love this. Just look. You can even hear the controller. You can hear it vibrating. I love this, dude. Just look at this. Just look at this. There you go. A really short story, but it actually explains a lot like what happened.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Another one in the books. Okay. Gonna go down the same way we came up.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Go out the same way we came in.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Okay. Now we're going to continue up, up, and away. We are actually almost done now with the game. Believe it or not. We're going to visit her.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
It's another little people.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I think this is the last people to look for. So if you've done everything right,
Everyone always told me
this
to
is where
stay
you're
in
gonna pop the
Lewis's
trophy.
room. Except Lewis.
Okay. Turn to the left. Gotta go in here. Alright. Gonna open up the window here. This is one of the more colorful and creative storylines in the game. I still like, you know, Barbara's story. That's the one I prefer. But this one is like a close second.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar.
Look at this.
That part of him lived.
It's like a wannabe PlayStation / Super SNES.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I
you
believe
control the
Lewis
hand
first noticed the
with
monotony
the left
of his daily
and
life.
cut R2. Control with the left hand over R2. Cut the head off. There you go. Keep
He
going.
kept working at the cannery.
Just keep going.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Keep going.
His mind began to...
Now the cinnamon come up. You can control him, like controlling a game.
I asked him to describe it.
But you still have to do with the fish. So this is really a test.
Imagining
Oh
a
well.
labyrinth.
It's gonna test you in your multitasking skills.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names.
But you see where I place my hand every
I knew
time.
it was all in his head.
Cut head off. Yeah, continue.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Just place your hand right here where I have it right now. It's easy to grab the fish.
But he found something more. I worried about
You can get a
him.
little drawing, you know.
Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss.
That's pretty good to like see
But
how
he said
good you are
Lewis
at
had become a model
multitasking.
employee.
Because literally I'm just, you know,
Methodical,
cutting the fish.
tireless,
That's just
focused.
muscle memory right now.
Like a whole new Lewis.
See, I always
So I
place the
let him
hand
go on.
so it's easier to grab the fish. There you go. Cut it off.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
Going. Keep doing with the fish.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
A puppy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Okay.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
And we'll have to keep doing with the fishes. Also,
And songs for them to play.
if you notice, like, there's no faces on all these
About
people
starting a band.
in the village.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
That's like one fun detail is that all the villagers right here, the people, they don't have a face.
He no longer spoke at the cannery,
Like,
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination.
yeah, he's imagining all this while he's
So he could
working.
do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Of course he won. It's my town.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Keep going with the fish. Don't mind the hand, we just keep on chopping fish heads off.
He'd
Boom.
conquer a city, then immediately push on.
One
New
city
Lewis.
conquered. And more fishes.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
And there's no trophy for like, oh, you have to go in a specific way or do something specific. Just play the
Many
story
accolades,
from start to
until
finish.
one
There's
day
no
he
special
forgot to go
trophy for
home
that.
from the cannery.
They just play it.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
Yeah. He just kept going, chopping fish and daydreaming.
In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of
Handsome queen, of course.
Handsome queen.
Keep chopping fish.
The queen was on her own quest for
Sinister
serpents.
Keep chopping fish. Oh, another fish came in.
He followed the sound of her
Silver harpoon. Silver harp, sorry.
silver harp.
Of her silver harp. This reminds me of like games I used to play, you know, when I was a kid. Like, the sound reminds me of something like Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone for PlayStation 1.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Oh, you couldn't stop. Couldn't stop chopping fish.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Keep chopping fish while you're telling the story. Oh, he does have a face. Huh.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Yeah, then his fantasy took over, his imaginations took over.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Look, soldiers have no faces. So creepy. And as you can see, this is a locker.
He began to forget the world we know.
This locker right here. Back at the carry. Keep chopping fish.
I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yep. So he did the unthinkable. Gonna go up here.
I still thought I could save him.
Yeah. He fought.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
Open the door.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
Just look at that, dude. Their faces. They have no faces. They're so creepy, man. I'm gonna go up there and get crowned.
Wise Calico had insisted on inviting him.
So creepy, man. Not having any eyes, nose, mouth.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Yeah.
There was only one thing left to do.
Unfortunately.
Bend down his head. I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
That's the story of Lewis.
brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Now we have to go up for the last place.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
Okay, gonna go up. Up the stairs.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
Maybe. Maybe I should have eaten. Gonna go up the ladders.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
And here we go. Use the pen. And now it's our turn to write.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Oh fuck, I'm blocking some of it. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna go to the library.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
The secret
Or
entry.
that Edie had a key to it.
Okay.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith
That's a
and I
powerful
leave
line. Like, my children are dead because of those
We'll
stories.
have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finns.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you.
I'm sure there is.
There's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled
Just look at the handwriting, dude. I can't even read that.
I've seen that house every day of my life.
I mean, I can read that. But if you wrote like that in real life, I don't think I could.
Go back to it.
Not without issues.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
I got turned around. Do a 180?
I started seeing things.
Like a deer. That's not normal, Ethan.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
What's the text? Okay, go on. I was like, where's the text at? Okay.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
I sure think everything did.
Or maybe I came back to them.
Okay.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Oh, I'm doing that. Ah, cool.
We both tried to make the best of it.
But it was hard.
A few years went by.
We're gonna free the words.
My mom didn't like to talk about
Free
it,
the words. Free the words.
but she started getting sick a lot. She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Yeah. Unfortunately, her time
And
was
then I was
up.
alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
You have to move forward.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Psych. We were actually playing as the son at the end. So she wrote her diary for her son, knowing that he would come back to the Finch house. And that is the story of what remains of Edith Finch. If I can tell one thing about this, I think even if you watch this playthrough, you should get the game and experience the game for yourself. I would actually say don't watch this playthrough, but this game is amazing. I would easily give this game like an 8 out of 10. I love the story. I love how it all, evolved throughout different storylines. My personal favorite is Barbara's, closely followed by Lewis, and just see how everything just went down. So take something away from this playthrough, give this game a try. It is not only if you're a platinum hunter, it is an easy platinum, but it has so much story to tell throughout the game. And I want to say thank you for watching the full playthrough of What Remains of Edith Finch. In my opinion, underrated game. Not a lot of people play the game, so I'm glad that I can archive this for YouTube. Thank you for watching, everyone. And also, if you keep on this credits, there's gonna be one name, Jonathan name. Once the Jonathan name came up, there's another trophy. And then you have to replay a story. You have to replay the Gus story, the one where you have to swing around. Once you replay that story, you're gonna get another trophy, and that's going to hopefully be the last one. And then you're gonna pop the platinum. Oh, you see that? Jonathan. But yeah, this is truly an amazing game, and I just want to say thank you for watching the playthrough. I'm gonna let the credits play, and it is truly an amazing game. Like, it's a lot of it, but yeah, thank you for watching the playthrough, everyone. Get this game, man, it's wonderful. But yeah, get this game. Until next time, stay safe, stay positive, and enjoy the remaining of the credits. Take care, everyone.